Hello and welcome to another edition of BattleTech Advanced, brought to you by Commando Gaming Strategic Gaming on YouTube and brought to you live on twitch.tv at Commando Gaming 1 at actually not Commando Gaming 1 at Nerd Herd Streaming on twitch.tv. Just changed our brand, still struggling to get the repetition out there as far as our new branding. So it's Nerd Herd Streaming on Twitch, so please check that out. And let's get into some BattleTech Advanced on a Tuesday morning. What better way to start out the day? Alright, so we have a professional exchange, which is a recovery mission against Clan Wolf, 3.5 skulls. We have a copyright violation. That's also recovery, so it doesn't really matter. Let's take the Highland mission. Working for the Draconis Combine against Clan Wolf. Alright, we got quite a few mechs in repair status right now. King Crab, Direwolf, Warhawk. I'm going to take the Direwolf out of rotation here because I've been asked to show off our Annihilator, which we put together. So let's do that. So we'll do King Crab, Annihilator. We have our new Warhawk F, which is a fire missile support Warhawk. So let's put one of our missile support pilots in there. We'll put Big Sly in there. That should work. So we'll put Big Sly in the Warhawk. This is a missile build. So this is replacing... Hey, Skewed One! It's replacing our longbow because the Warhawk has a lot more survivability, more durability, and it also is faster than the longbow. So we'll do King Crab, Annihilator, Warhawk, Warhawk. We'll take the Night Jeer. We'll take a Timberwolf. Let's try to take advantage of this mission to train up some pilots. Yes, we'll take Wolfbanes. And you know what? A force, 6 clan mechs should. These 6 mechs should be plenty to handle a 3-skull recovery mission, and we'll use the Timberwolf as the mech for recovery. All right, let's jump into it. How's it going, Skewed One? Everything's going great today. Thank you for asking. I owe you a Funko Pop, so I've got to take care of a Funko Pop for you today. You sent me a message in Discord, so I'll make sure to get your Funko Pop heading in your direction today. I owe you that. And I also owe one for Simmons. So just a reminder for anybody who has not watched our streams before, we enjoy Funko Pops a lot on this channel. You can earn them many ways, one of which is by simply giving us a follow, and then we have a monthly Funko Pop giveaway. The other way is using channel points, which is what a Skewed One did, to ask for a Funko Pop after you've collected enough channel points. So there's many ways to get free stuff here, so please check that out. And encouraging everyone to get involved in the chat this morning. And let's go. We got a 3.5 skull recovery mission against... Alright, the facility is located in that region, so we have 2 locations that we need to recover items from. One primary and one secondary. So let's head for the first objective.
All right, let's get down to it.
Now, usually the enemy is going to have a star at each of the locations. A star is 5 mechs for the clans. So it's interesting what makes up a lance. So for inner sphere forces, generally speaking, it's agreed that 4 mechs make a lance. For the clans, they generally believe in 5. And Comstar can be anywhere from 4, 5, or 6 in their lances, depending on the scenario. So that's why, in particular against Comstar, sometimes you could feel really overwhelmed because they really can send a lot of enemies towards you, especially if it's a lot of vehicles. It can be challenging. Alright, so we'll keep pushing towards the first objective. Alright, enemies in sight. Alright, let's see what we are up against. I don't have vision. It said there was an enemy in sight, so the question is, did they pull back out of sight? That does happen sometimes. It's not often. Usually once they have you on their sensors, they will move towards you. Alright, so we'll use our night gear to push up a little here.
Copy that.
No, still don't see the enemy. Good morning, Darker Design. Great to see you today. Hopefully you're having a good morning. How's that that large project you're working on? Tell everybody about what you're building, because I think that's really cool. I wish I had the time and patience for those type of projects. Oh, there's the enemy. Alright, I can see the enemy now.
Commander?
Oh, our Warhawk Prime has vision on the enemy. What do we have? What do we got here? Alright, so we got a summoner. Yeah, we might as well start hitting that with our PPCs. Get some impaired sensors on him. Nice.
I'm ready.
Impaired sensors on the enemy significantly reduces their accuracy when they fire back at you. That's why PPCs are a little underappreciated, because some people are like, it doesn't do that much damage for the tonnage, but it's like, no. But the beauty of it is that it does do impaired sensors in addition to the damage, so you have to factor that in. So let's hit the summoner with our missile support boat here.
Bon appetit.
So this Warhawk only has missiles on it, so we have to be very particular about where we place this Warhawk, because it's a fire support mech only. Darker Design is building a bunch of Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar models. Darker Design, we do have an art gallery in our Discord. If you would like to post pictures of your work, I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be interested in that. So I'm just going to throw that out there. That looks like a Kingfisher. Not my favorite mech, but it is still a clan mech. So I would definitely consider posting some pictures in our Discord if you're interested. Darker Design. Let me put our Discord up there. I'm sure I'm not the only one that would like to see some pictures of your models.
That's all you got?
Those of you who are not familiar with tabletop Battletech, which is kind of the starting point for this game and other Battletech games, creating your own miniatures and painting
Yeah.
them is a big part of the tabletop experience. Alright, so we got a kingfisher there. Jumping really isn't going to help us. Might as well just
Engaging jump jet.
do a little jump for a little bit of evasion. And with this kingfisher with our
Copy that.
night gear. Oh, thank you for getting rid of the bot, Askewed One. You know what I always say? If you're getting hit by a bot in chat, I guess it means that you're big enough to think for them to think it's worth your time.
Commander.
So that's good to know. Probably because of our high number of follows on our channel. We do have over 4,000 follows. Alright, so this summoner is definitely throwing a lot of missiles our way. But I want the Timberwolf to focus on achieving the objective. So we're going to sprint the Timberwolf towards the objective, and he can fire his ATMs here. Probably makes sense to go after the Kingfisher here, because it's in between the Timberwolf and our objective. So you always want to play the objective for this mission. So while in a perfect world I want to get as much salvage out of this mission as possible, playing the objective allows me to have the flexibility to say, you know what, I've completed the objective, I'm just getting my mechs out. Alright, so let's hit the hit Battlelord here. Now, Bloody Doves, who's the developer of this game, and my character that I'm using right here, has a special affinity for the King Crab. He gets several bonuses for using a King Crab. Let's see. I don't think it... Here you go. It doesn't show it right now, but he does get quirks that give him some accuracy bonuses and firepower bonuses when using that particular mech. So when you're using a pilot, you should look at their affinities when deciding what their attributes are going to be and what mechs they're going to use, because it does factor into things.
Do they think they can hurt me?
Oh, I know why the Discord link didn't work. Sorry, ignore that Discord link. Oh, it should be 10% damage for Bloody Doves because he uses that. Askewed One, can you... Here, actually, I'll do this. So... I have to update the Discord link that I put in my automatic server. So... Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it manually. So we can do... this, copy... This link should work. Sorry about that. I need to update the link in the bot.
Waiting for orders.
Because we changed the name of the channel, which changed the link.
Roger that.
So I need to do that. I need to update the bot link.
Roger that.
But that Discord link should get you to our channel, which is branded Nerd Herd now. And on that... Oh, another summoner. Okay, so we could definitely put a summoner together after this mission.
I will be done.
Alright, so let's keep our Warhawk. As you can see, our Warhawk F
I'm your spaniel.
is a missile support Warhawk. It does not have any other weapons. So let's... make some smart use of fast cam here on the new summoner that just appeared. Fast cam does direct damage and it lays a minefield around the enemy. So don't worry about the hit percent chance, because the lower the hit percent chance, the more mines are actually going to end up on the floor, on the ground. Many people will just target the ground instead of the mech, but I've found that just targeting the mech, if you have a low hit percent chance, is fine. Especially since the fast cam, actually, because of its arc, is prone to getting headshots occasionally. So there is a benefit to just shooting at the target instead of the ground. Plus, it will lock the enemy in place. So with fast cam, when an enemy hits a mine, they lose all initiative. So the benefit, there's lots of benefits to using fast cam. Not only does it cause damage to the enemy and heat damage. Are links blocked? Links should not be blocked. Let me try it myself. So I tried that link myself, and it did go to the Discord. Skewed One, can you give it a try? Alright, so here's our Annihilator that I put together. Okay, so we have an Ultra AC-20, Ultra AC-20 Clan, Ultra AC-10 Clan, Ultra AC-10 Clan, ER Large Laser, and an Ultra Cannon AC-5. So let's do a precision strike here. Increase our damage potential. We can hit with everything except for the Ultra AC-20. It's kind of a long shot here, so let's go for the head with everything else on this summoner. Ooh, nice damage there.
Aye, aye.
The Skewed One, can you get to the link? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's right. Darker Design, I would say what you could do is you could post the link in our art gallery on our Discord. That should work. Yeah, it does restrict people from posting in the chat. I didn't understand what you were trying to do there. Alright, let's keep working on this Kingfisher. That Night Gear. Ooh, we hit the gyro. Anytime you see a big bump in stability issues with a mech, that means that you did a serious hit to the gyro. So, that's what that means.
Systems holding.
Yeah, I would love to see that, for sure.
Position confirmed.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Timberwolf. Alright, that's fine. We can actually use the Timberwolf to hopefully finish off this summoner. Not quite, but a lot. Took a lot of weapons off that summoner. That works.
Ready, Commander.
Alright, King Crab, let's push you forward. Try to finish off that summoner. Yeah, that does sound cool for sure. I do like the sound of that. Alright, let's see if we can finish off this summoner here. Come on, push through that armor. No.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
Kingfisher's going after the Timberwolf. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because
Holding firm.
the Timberwolf has a low amount of armor compared to the rest of my lance.
Heading out.
But it feels like the enemy always tends to go after our Timberwolf.
Got
Which
it.
is disappointing because it's my favorite mech. Alright, there goes that summoner. How many parts did we get?
Hostile eliminated.
Only one part from that summoner. Summoners are hard to get parts of because they tend to explode from ammo damage. Alright, they're going after the Timberwolf there. Don't know what I'd do without coffee in the morning. By the way, we're still interested in getting sponsors for our coffee. Coffee! When you're playing Battletech early in the morning, what do you need? Coffee. So, if you'd like to be the brand for our coffee comments, please feel free to send me a direct message. Alright, I don't want to do fast cam on the Kingfisher here because we might be walking in that area. You have to be very careful with fast cam because you could be hit by fast cam if you walk in that area too. So when you're using fast cam, you have to think about, am I going to walk in that area? If so, I might not want to use fast cam there. Ooh, lots of hits on that Kingfisher there.
On the clock. What do you want?
Alright, let's push up with the Annihilator. I want to show you what the Annihilator can do. This thing is uber powerful. Although it is ammo dependent, so we have to be smart about it. Okay. So let's do a precision strike here. We're going to go for the head. We're with the Ultra AC-20, Ultra AC-10, Ultra AC-10, an ER large laser, and an Ultra AC-5. This is a pretty nasty headshot right here.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Boom. Engine destroyed. Didn't get as much salvage as I would like, but we certainly took an enemy off the field quickly, didn't we? Alright, we got an Arctic Cheetah.
Armor holding. Damn it. I got an armor breach.
Ouch. Really hitting my night gear
My
hard
armor's
here.
melting off.
We're going to have to be careful. Yeah, I really need an artillery mech, a skewed one. I have not had a mech drop into my lap. Usually I'm a big fan of artillery,
Standing by.
but I have not found a mech that really fits the bill here. Alright, so getting really hit hard here on our night gear. So let's try to push it back. Give a little bit of cover. And see if we can get knocked down on this Kingfisher here. Ooh, was that enough? We missed on one of our Gauss rifles. Yep, we got knocked down on that Kingfisher. Nice. Caused structural damage, and he's bleeding out. Yeah, I mean, that's true darker design. With the 40k world, there aren't really good guys and bad guys. It's very similar to Battletech when you think about it, because Battletech doesn't really have good guys and bad guys. Everybody's kind of flawed, if you understand my meaning. Alright, let's move the
On the move.
Timberwolf towards the objective here. And take advantage of the fact that the Kingfisher's down on the ground. See if we can't maybe knock this Kingfisher out here while it's on the ground. Going for that torso. There we go. There goes the Kingfisher. So now we have a clear line of sight. Ooh, we got 4 parts of the Kingfisher too. I'm not sure how. Hey, Goggles. Good to see you. Incidentally, for Battletech, the game, which is what we're playing, has its 3-year anniversary. I can't believe it's been 3 years. On Saturday. So I'm trying to figure out what we should do Saturday to... Oh, no, 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 no. We lost a Clan Gauss rifle. That's not good. Alright, the Night Jeer is a little under ton for this mission, and they're getting some lucky shots on it. Ow. We can't afford to lose much more on it, so I'm actually probably going to eject the Night Gear at my next opportunity. Alright, let's push the King Crab in to do some tanking on this enemy force. Alright, what are we up against? We have a Lancelot, an Arctic Cheetah, and a Lupus. Alright, so what I'm going to actually do is we're going to do a precision strike here on the Cheetah, because the Cheetah is not very evasive right now. We want to take advantage of that. When you have a lighter mech that is not evasive, you should make it your primary target, because you can do significant damage if a light mech is not evasive. As you can see there, almost took that Arctic Cheetah out with 1 hit. If he was evasive, it would have been much harder for me to hit him. So we're going to double down on that, actually. I'm going to push up our Warhawk. Again, we're going to attack that Arctic Cheetah, with the theory being that we should try to take out an enemy that already has serious damage and is lighter, because we can take it off the field quickly. So we're going to go center torso shots here. And there we go. There's a kill. Quick kill on the enemy there.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, so, alright. So we got our Warhawk F here. Since it's a missile build, we want to keep it behind in cover so we can attack. Best target is going to be the Lupus here, so let's attack the Lupus.
Here it
That's LRM 90 going in on a heavy mech. It's going to do a fair amount of damage. Chip away at that armor. Alright, let's push up our Annihilator, because he is fun to play with. Alright, we can go against the Lancelot. As you can see, a lot of our AC's jammed on the Annihilator. That is one of the drawbacks of this type of build. Well, let's just take some shots at the Lupus here. Actually hit on most of those shots, which we shouldn't have. So we're lucky there. Ooh, a Mad Dog. I do like Mad Dogs. Ooh, this is a Gauss Mad Dog too, actually. Which is a very nice mech for its tonnage. Yeah, they're going to keep going after the Night Gear here.
Crap, that shot went internal.
It's about to lose its second Gauss rifle, which would be very frustrating. Alright, fortunately, the enemy switched targets to Annihilator now. That was probably a big mistake on their part. But I'll take it.
I'm here.
Alright, Night Jeer, you are going to do an ejection,
Ejecting.
because I don't want to rebuild you completely. Alright, Timberwolf, can you move to the objective and stay out of the fire, please? As much as possible. Okay. Alright, okay, his best target is the Mad Dog here. Let's just send some ATMs his way. Oof, and we still overheated. I'm telling you, heat in Battletech Advanced is something you have to watch like a hawk. Aero Ford Annihilator. I don't think I've seen that before, but that sounds very dangerous. Alright, let's work on this Lancelot. Lancelot is really overwhelmed against the force that we're having the battle here. You installed this mod and promptly uninstalled it. Crusader 65, what happened? We all of us here love this mod, so I really want to understand why you didn't have a good situation come out of this mod for you. Explain it to me, Crusader. Is it something I can help you with? Is it just a bad situation? Tell me what it is. Because most people who play this mod love this mod. So I'd love to hear what negative experience you had and see if maybe there's some way we can help you. Alright, let's put some fast cam on this Lancelot here. Okay, that gives me a minefield as a defensive barrier as well against that Mad Dog, so that helps. In addition to finishing off that enemy. I'm really serious, Crusader, about why you didn't like this mod. You know, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not the mod developer, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. So I'm always curious to hear who has bad experiences with this mod and why. Because we don't want that. Okay, so Crusader, I think you just had a bad drop. So that happens in this game sometimes. But just having one drop that was bad causing you to get rid of the mod doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, so you launched the first mission and mechs spawned over me. They attacked me before. So you landed on top of an enemy lance, is what you're saying. It does happen sometimes, but the mod developer gives everybody on the first drop level 8 evasion, so they don't have to worry about that situation. So if that's what happened to you, it's definitely something that happens sometimes. But is there a way to play other than... So Crusader 6.5, this is just an odd situation. I wish you would have just loaded a save and tried the mission again, because normally that's one way you can avoid that issue, is by just re-launching the mission, and then you'll be dropped somewhere else. So, you know, it's just a bad coincidence. Sometimes that happens with this game. I've seen that happen with Battletech, and I've seen it, or Battletech Extended, and I've seen it happen with Rogue Tech sometimes too. So that isn't a mod issue. It's just, it just happens if you end up with a drop that's bad. I've had bad drops before, and I think everybody who's played this mod has had bad drops before. You just kind of work your way through it by attacking the enemy and taking them down as quickly as possible. So I would honestly give that another try, because look, this mod is pretty well liked by everybody I know who plays it, okay? And I'm not going to be an apologist for the mod developer, even though I like the mod developer quite a bit. Alright, we're not going to fire here because we're over the red line. So, I would consider it an unusual occurrence if you get dropped right on top of the enemy. It does happen sometimes, but I would really encourage you to not have that cause you to not play this mod, because this mod is extremely fun. You know, also, what skull planet was it? Do you remember? Because when you first start, you want to start out on you want to go to a half skull planet. You don't want to be fighting on a planet that's more than a half skull when you first start playing this game. So that could be another factor too. If you ended up on a planet that's too high of a skull for your starting lance, then that could be a problem as well.
Standing by.
Yeah, so the fact that you
Position confirmed.
start out with a high evasion actually really mitigates that issue. So I would definitely not lose hope just because you had one bad drop, because this is a really good mod. Sometimes you get things thrown your way in this mod and you just have to power through them. Yeah, so Crusader 6.5, so I think it was a combination of number one, you were on a one skull planet. I think you're better off starting on a half skull planet. Also, what were your settings for your campaign? Did you, where were you? Was it, what start did you use? That's probably the best way of me saying it, because not all starts are equal. So, I can actually talk you through the best way to set up a career if you want to do a fresh start right now. I can help talk you through your settings, because your settings actually have a big impact on how you start out in the beginning of this game. Yeah, that is true, Darker. You know, this is not an easy game, so sometimes you have to do some restarts. Yeah, that's good feedback as well, Goggles. It might have been a situation where you were better off just withdrawing. With BattleTech Advanced, you always have to keep the idea that you can withdraw as a viable decision if you're up against something that's too hard for you to take out. I do that occasionally myself, and I've got over 4,000 hours into this game. So sometimes you just have to be smart about what you do.
Coordinates received.
But Crusader, I would not give up on this mod. Goggles is probably a pretty good person for you to talk to, because Goggles at first was very frustrated with this mod, and now he loves the mod. So Goggles, can you give Crusader some feedback on how frustrated you were at the beginning of this mod, but then you really learned to love it? I think that would be useful for everybody to hear, because there is a learning curve in this mod, no question about it.
Heading out. Full speed.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright, so I think I killed all the enemies here, so we just need to recover our objectives here, and we can call it a day. As you can see, we're now allowed to sprint, which tells me we took out all of the enemies here. So we should be able to simply just collect our objectives.
The asset is in hand, Commander. Good work.
Yeah, Crusader, but that doesn't happen very often. I would say the situation you described would happen maybe 5% of the time at most. It's very unusual for that scenario to happen. So I would encourage you to
On my
just
way.
consider that maybe an exception and not the rule, and you'll like it. Again, Goggles went through a very tight learning curve when he was starting as well,
All right. Let's
and now he loves the mod. So,
Confirmed.
you know, the difficulty level is absolutely higher than the base game.
The secondary asset is in hand and ready for retrieval.
Yeah, that's a good description, Goggles. Very good description. Alright. So we're going to have to rebuild our knight gear. That's not a big deal. Alright, so salvage-wise, our best salvage here is either going to be a summoner. But I think we should take the Kingfisher first. So we'll take the Kingfisher parts. And then we could take the summoner parts. So we could put together a summoner. Ooh, a Clan AMS is available. ATM 12. ATM 12s are hard to find. But I also need a Gauss rifle. So let's take the Gauss rifle and we'll see what else we get. Yeah, as computer gamers, we're annoyed if we make it, if the game actually gives us a fair fight. I think that's fair to say. Okay, so we got a cheetah part. We got some Kingfisher parts. We got some Lupus parts. We got some Summoner parts. We got an ATM 12, which is nice. And we've got some other clan components. Not bad. Not bad salvage for a 3.5 skull mission against Clan Wolf. I will take that. Yeah, Goggles is kind of explaining it very accurately, Crusader. I mean, this game is challenging. You sometimes even the best lance with the best commander and the best pilots, sometimes you just have to say, I'm going to withdraw. And anybody who's watched the stream will tell you that sometimes I should withdraw a lot earlier than I do. And sometimes I think that's because I'm streaming, so I tend to try to stay in the fight and try to find a way to win more than I would if I wasn't streaming, if that makes sense. Ooh, Nightgear needs some serious repairs here. But I do like the Nightgear. It's a nice combination of weapons, especially in the city, for example. Nightgears really are very powerful in the city. Alright, so we need some double heat sinks. One. Looks like 2 heat sinks. And then I need some ammo for the Gauss. then a Guardian ECM if I want to replace that. Let's see. Yeah, this mech does really benefit from having a Guardian ECM. So let's do that. We'll take a little bit of tonnage off the legs. There we go. I can live with that. Yep, that's a good build.
On. I'll let you know when that's done.
Alright. What's going on with my adder? I got it. Not my adder, my blood asp. I need to rebuild that. Right. So I can build a kingfisher, but I don't know if it's better than what I have right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, kingfisher's kind of meh. Yeah, I'm not really loving the Kingfisher, so we're probably not going to build the Kingfisher. Now, it does have some cool weapons, so arguably, should I build it just to scrap it? That's kind of the question. I've got so many mechs that are being repaired right now, I can't, I'll deal with it later. See, Skewed One even says sometimes I withdraw. So sometimes you just end up with situations where you need to withdraw from the enemy. And that's okay. You know, alright, so let's take our King Crab, our Annihilator, our Warhawk. We need something to replace the... take the Warhawk C. Yeah, we'll take the Warhawk C to replace the Night Gear. We'll put Medusa in there. Alright, so we got King Crab, Annihilator, Warhawk, and Timberwolf. This is probably overpowered for this mission, but that's okay. Mainly because I'm using the Annihilator, and the Annihilator is fun. So, when you get an Annihilator and you put clan weapons on it, it really becomes amazingly overpowered because of all the stuff you could put on it. Plus, you can put on all the armor that you want. So, Annihilator is a really awesome build.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, so we're rescuing an enemy mercenary. So we have to rescue the professional, is what our objective here is. So the professional, which is a common adversary, has been captured. right, so we're going to push our Timberwolf in as the recovery mech.
Let's move.
Hey, Thomas. Let's see. Thomas slept in this morning, or he's busy at work. One of the two, or both. Ooh, hit percent chances are lousy here. Let's save our ATM ammo. One thing you gotta remember about this game, and it's real easy to forget about it in tabletop and in this game, is your mechs are moving at high speed. You can really feel it more when you're playing any of the Mech Warrior games. But your mechs are moving at high speed, so sometimes it's like, why would it be so hard for us to shoot a vehicle? Well, it's hard because you're actually moving at very high speed, and this Zephyr has really high evasion. So we're going to shoot our weapons that don't have ammo constraints.
With the shot command.
Oh, no problem, Thomas. Good to see ya. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. We got quite a few people in chat. So please, if you have questions, comments, thoughts, let's get the chat room active. We've got a lot of people watching the stream.
Receiving you.
And we are playing against Clan Wolf, and we have a recovery mission here. So
Roger
push
that.
towards the objective here. Again, since this vehicle is highly evasive, our chances at hitting here are low, so we use our... Oh, geez. Oh,
Mech down.
you're kidding me. You are kidding me. I just killed my own Timberwolf. Thank you, RNG, for helping me kill my own mech.
Move.
That was ridiculous. I can't believe that happened. Yeah, let's do some swarm here. Why not? I can't, so that's a perfect example of how BattleTech Advanced can ruin your day. So
Orders.
you saw that my Warhawk just shot my Timberwolf in the back. Oh, come on, Goggles. That is not my fault. How is that my fault?
My way. Double time.
That was just bad luck. And Goggles, you could give me a hard time, but I guarantee that's happened to you plenty of times too. So don't give me the, Jeff, that was your fault nonsense. That was RNG. Yeah, that was pretty lousy.
Negative damage.
So my Warhawk was shooting at a vehicle, and instead it completely shot my Timberwolf in the back. Probably took out the engine, which is why it died so quickly without any explosions or whatnot. That was really horrible. But Goggles, don't give me a hard time. That was not my fault. That was a bad dice roll, to say the least. And now I have a Timberwolf to rebuild, which I hate, because Timberwolves are my favorite. Well, I understand that friendly fire is turned off by some people, but I don't believe in turning friendly fire off. I think friendly fire is very realistic, so... Oh, Goggles. That was not my fault. I will not commit seppuku. Oh, great. So we have a bunch of vehicles on this mission, which I hate, because they're hard to kill and you don't get the best salvage out of vehicles. But we're going to have to do the best we can here. And I can't even just sprint and secure the objective, because our fastest mech just got killed by me. So, yeah.
Ready, Commander.
That's a rough start for this mission, let me tell you.
Moving, Commander.
When you kill your own mech, it's a bad way to start a mission. All right. Start working through these vehicles.
Bending a measure.
Come on. Yes. All right. Vehicle down. Good start.
Roller down.
Standing by.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, sometimes life gives you a lemon, and you just got to make lemonade, right? So I don't get annoyed when you end up with a bad okay, so LRM 80 and a tag. Okay. All right, this enemy weapons carrier needs to go away.
All weapons are go.
Oh, that was horrible. That was horrible RNG right there.
Going full
Alright, we
throttle.
gotta get rid of this weapons carrier. Yeah. This weapons carrier needs to go away. There we go. That was a lot of enemy firepower.
One more for the track.
Anytime you see something that has the term carrier, it means it has a lot of firepower and not a lot of armor. So those should be targets that you focus on getting rid of quickly. Well, I am the company commander, so I will be paying for the new Timberwolf repair. So you got me there, Goggles. I will be paying for the repair. Ooh, that org tank does not have a lot of weapons on it. It's basically just there to soak up damage.
Bad decisions at high speed.
Ooh. Let's have some fun with this tank. We're gonna fire all of the weapons, as my friend Goggles would
One
say.
attitude adjustment coming.
That's what an Annihilator can do with clan weapons, my friends. Boom.
Who brings a tank?
At last, I see.
Alright, I am so frustrated that the damage I take on this mission is going to be 100% from my own mechs. That is just not cool. Not cool at all. And as Goggles says, it's 100% my fault. I don't know if it's 100% my fault.
Ready, Commander.
Commander.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. We can get into the rear arc on this other vehicle.
Just running.
Two ERPPCs and plasma rifles on an Orion I like. So the question I have for Skewed 1 is, do you not have enough plasma rifles to put 4 plasma rifles? Because if I have a choice between a plasma rifle and a PPC, I tend to put on plasma rifles.
Firing all weapons.
But then again, I like to really overheat enemies as much as possible,
Scored a critical hit.
because that's a good way to maximize salvage.
I'm receiving you.
Although if I'd had
Move order received.
plasma rifles on that Warhawk, maybe my Timberwolf would have survived and just overheated. Come on, die, demon! I can't believe that mech that vehicle survived that.
What do you think?
All that firepower. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, a skewed one. I will always put on plasma rifles over PPCs most of the time. Oh, this demon tank will not die.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
He will not die.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Yeah, that's fair enough, a skewed one. That is a good combination. Plasma rifles and PPCs is a good combination for a disabler mech. No question about it. Alright. Die, demon tank. There we go.
Roll her down.
Receiving you. Copy that. Confirmed. Ready for orders. Moving to position.
Come on.
Targeted for an alpha.
Three Ultra Cannon 5s. If they were Clan Ultra Cannon 5s, that would be really good salvage, but it's not.
Uber eliminated. Ready for orders.
Alright, so let's go recover the Professional.
Confirmed.
We can get out of this mission. Again, the only damage I've taken is from my own bad luck.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Ready, Commander.
I can't believe I shot my own Timberwolf in the back.
Moving, Commander.
You know, friendly fire is something you could turn off in this game. For example, I know Crusader was having some frustration with his first start, so maybe
Roger.
you turn it off until you understand the game. But I leave friendly fire on, and because half the time it ends up helping you more than it hurts you, because the enemy tends to shoot themselves too.
And is ready for retreat.
Alright, our only damage was to our own Timberwolf from my own weapons fire. But the salvage for this is not going to be good. Alright. Alright, how bad is the Timberwolf? Yeah, it's really just the core. We didn't lose any ammo, or yeah, it was just the core. Oh my gosh, we got no salvage? What the heck? What the heck? There was nothing left on the field for salvage. That is just awful. That is just a horrible, bad string of events right there, my friends. Just plain bad luck. It happens, unfortunately, but that was just a string of very unfortunate events. Wasn't that a book series? Very unfortunate string of very unfortunate events. All right, let's rebuild this Timberwolf. Alright, I don't think I have a heatsink kit either. That's the real pain here. No. So I'm gonna have to go with double heat sinks. Which actually shouldn't be that big of a big deal on this build. You should be okay here. So I need two double heat sinks. I can actually make this work with regular double heat sinks. Not a big deal. There we go. But $500,000 in C-bills just because I shot my own mech in the back. Not very nice.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, well, what are we going to do? What we are going to do is we have just enough time for one more mission. But no good missions on this planet. Alright, so we're going to have to find another planet that's close by. Alright, let's find another planet that's close by. We've got a four-sculler right here. We are on a four-skull. Do we have anything a little harder, like a 4.5, maybe? How about a 4.5 skull? Ah, here we go. Arid map or green map? Yeah, we're going to take the green map.
Calculating course now,
Hey, Crusader. I do like Orions. They're very solid. They give you a broad range of weapons that you can put on them. They're very good brawlers, I'll say that. So at the end of 1,000 days in career mode, you're given basically a score. And that was done in the first release of career mode. They put the 1,000 days in there just so everybody has a benchmark and people would compete to see who could get the highest score at the end of the 1,000 days. So if you're playing career mode and you get past the 1,000 days, you could still keep playing your career. It just stops tabulating for that score for your career mode. Darius calls you on the command center. Seems an interesting proposition. We've spotted a lone Clan Wolf heavy unit operating alone. Whether it's actually alone or not, could be a great chance to rack up some Clan Salvage. Wow, I've never had this event happen before. This must be new. No employers, no contracts, just us walking off with whatever we can carry. Yeah, we're going to take that mission. Basically, it's a standard Lance Destruction op with the twist that there's only one paying us. It's salvage-only op, so we need to minimize damage and maximize our salvage. Also worth mentioning that active clan in the AO absolutely hate each other. The only thing clanners respect is force and skill on the battlefield. Hitting one hard might increase our standing with the others. Contract name Freelancing Gone Fishing has been added to the command center. Ooh, interesting. I've never seen this before. Alright, so can I take this mission now? Freelancing Gone Fishing. Okay, so I need to get to my destination before I can do that mission. Okay. Yeah, so Crusader 6.5, a lot of people when career mode came out, were trying to come up with all kinds of different ways to maximize their career score. But you know, that's kind of gone out of favor, and people, I don't know too many people that actually pay attention to the career score anymore. But it is fun when you're first starting out doing career mode. It is fun to try to rack up your best career score. So I have done that before. It is fun. Has anybody else in chat been focused on getting the best career score? Again, it's something that a lot of people did when career mode first came out, and people got away from really caring about it too much. But I enjoy it. Alright, reassure T-Bone. High spirits for 30 days, okay. Alright, I want to try this Gone Fishing mission.
Looks like we've arrived, Commander.
Yeah, so the score is kind of fun when you're first doing career mode, because you can kind of gauge your abilities. I know a lot of people, when they first started doing career mode, would only play to 1,000 days, and then they would restart and then see if they could get a better score each time. So it's just a different way you can play this game. Alright, so let's try this Gone Fishing mission, because I've never done it before. This is definitely new. Freelancing. Oh, I have to travel to it. Which is in 16 days. So we're not going to do this mission now, because I want to get in another battle on this stream. Alright, we have a destroy base. We have an escort. We have a battle. And a blood feud. I'm going to go with the intercepted salvage, because I want to make sure we have time to finish this mission. And I have about a half hour left to play. So let's do the intercepted salvage. It is a 3.5? No, 4. Okay. So the Annihilator is fun, but it's kind of slow. So let's not take the Annihilator. Let's take our Direwolf. We'll take the King Crab, because Bloody Devs has an affinity for it. So the King Crab, Direwolf, Warhawk, Warhawk. Let's see. I feel like 3 Warhawks is too much on this mission. So let's take a Grasshopper. So it's going to be King Crab, Direwolf, Warhawk, Grasshopper, Timberwolf. I think that's a good balanced lance for us. Well, Crusader, you might change your opinion on the early game with Battletech Advanced, because Battletech Advanced, you will be using lights and mediums a lot longer than you did in the base game. So don't be in a rush to get to your heavies and assaults, because you're going to be using lights and mediums up until late in the game, because of how the gameplay is for Battletech Advanced. Battletech Advanced really does give you some significant benefits for playing the game. So it really gives you a benefit for using your lights. Let's put it that way. Alright, so this will be the last mission for me, but IMG should be around shortly. I believe, and IMG is going to be doing his own stream. So we should see him show up soon. Let me send him a text. And see if he's going to be streaming or not. Usually what happens is you could just stay in the chat and IMG will do his BattleTech Advanced playthrough. So you get two different playthroughs on the same stream, basically. Okay. So we gotta destroy wolf forces. Where are the wolf forces? Right here, right in front of me. Ooh, a Mad Cat 2. Ooh, that's some nice salvage. Oh, but it's rear shots. I don't want to blow up this Mad Cat. Now keep in mind, the enemy has Evasion 8 right now, as you can see. So it's going to be really hard for me to hit this Mad Cat. Alright, we got lucky and got 2 hits out of the 4.
Commander.
That's very lucky. Alright, I don't want to destroy this Mad Cat until I can have a chance at maximizing salvage. Because the Mad Cat 2, I really like a lot. It's an upgun Timberwolf. It's a 90-ton Timberwolf, basically, with additional armor and firepower. So I really like the Mad Cat 2.
Armor's melting off.
Ready, Commander?
Because it has the same speed as a Timberwolf, but it has a lot more firepower. So I really like it.
We're out of love. Sending a message.
Oh, don't break it. Don't break it. Don't. Oh, I broke it.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
Alright, well,
Standing by.
that limits how much salvage we're going to get out of this thing. So we might as well just finish it off here. That's too bad. I was hoping to get 4 parts of it.
Standing by.
Go for the kill at this point.
On my way.
I try to maximize salvage, but sometimes you gotta just say, you know what, let's just get rid of this target quickly. Especially once you start doing so much damage that it minimizes how much salvage you can get. Might as well just see if we can finish this guy off quickly.
That hit something good.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? All right, let's get down.
Should be able to just finish this target off quickly.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Well, who needed...
Alright. Enemy targets coming in. More salvage for us. Okay. Hopefully it's clan.
Confirmed. I copy. Yep.
Alright, let's see if we can just finish this guy off quick. There we go.
Left. All
Okay, so that's the enemy forces. So it was just that one mech.
Neutralized.
Alright, primary target is down. But we want to attack those enemy reinforcements. I'm going to be really heartbroken if that was the only clan mech that we get out of this mission.
What's up, boss?
Hopefully this enemy force that's dropping is also a clan force.
Commander?
This could go down as the shortest mission in history. Thanks, Crusader. So the Warhawk I built, I had a longbow that I was using as my fire support, but longbows are slow and they're very squishy. So I took a Warhawk and turned it into a missile boat, and it's working pretty well. I could get up to LRM 100, but then I wouldn't have enough ammo, so I went with LRM 90 with enough ammo for 12 rounds.
Orders.
But you could easily put 120 missiles on that Warhawk. It just wouldn't have the ammo to fire for very long.
Waiting for orders.
So you get to the point, especially with clan weapons, each 10 rounds that you shoot is roughly a ton of ammo. So
Ready, Commander.
I spoke to IMG. He's got a conflict. Oh, was it Ghost Bear? I didn't notice. Ghost Bear dropped in, huh? Alright, good. That's good salvage right there. 65, 75, and a 75 tonner.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so we still have chances for Clan Salvage here. So IMG is not going to be streaming after me, so this this mission will be the last mission for this
Just
stream.
running.
I will say that I'm planning on doing a stream this afternoon, approximately 6:30 Eastern Time,
What do you want?
because I don't think Bloody Doves is streaming BTA today. Usually on Tuesdays he does RPG games,
Yes, Commander.
but if he does stream Battletech, then I usually don't stream against him, so to speak.
Fast.
So I'll see what he's streaming today. So we got a Night Jeer, a linebacker, and I'm not really too excited about either of these. But hey, you know, Clan Salvage is Clan Salvage, so we'll take what we can get. Let's try to overheat that Night Jeer. 3 out of 4 hits, plus 75 heat.
Receiving you.
Alright, let's try to use the Timberwolf to do some flanking. Always use those fast mechs to try to get to the enemy flank. Always, always, always. Timberwolves are great flankers. Yeah, you can actually get contracts with Novacat. So all of the clan they've added in, I believe, most of the clans, even if they just have one planet and they end up selling you clan technology.
Throttle up.
I know there's one clan that only has one planet, and you basically go there and they'll sell you clan technology. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. My grasshopper's really outclassed here,
Good to go.
but that's okay. Yeah, so the other clans you fight against, but Clan Novacat, since at this time they were actually part of the Inner Sphere, you can actually work for. So that is correct. Let's go after this Night Jeer. Ooh, there goes half of his weapons.
Scored a critical hit.
Take that, jerk. Alright, we got a linebacker. I really do like the skull, the skeleton paint schemes
I'm here.
for some of these clan mechs. They're really awesome. Alright, Okay, so this is a good opportunity to put fast cam not only on this night gear, but on the rest of that ridge,
Bon appetit.
which means any enemies that walk in that area are going to get overheated and they're going to lose their initiative. So that's always a good thing to use. Fast cam is not just about firepower and damage. Ooh, there's a sun spider.
Lots of armor.
Hey, Crusader. Yeah, Crusader.
What do you want?
I do like Ghost Bear quite a bit as well myself.
Let's make some bad decisions and hide.
They're probably my second favorite clan, other than Clan Wolf, and that's mainly because I like Clan Wolf mechs the most. And Ghost Bear is probably my second favorite clan mech. Alright, let's go for the head on this night gear.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up. Well, who needed salvage?
Hey Crossbow, thanks for joining the chat.
Commander.
Really appreciate that. If you guys haven't given us a follow yet, I would encourage you to do so. Not only will you know when we stream BTA and other BattleTech games, we also do tabletop on Saturdays. We also do Mech Warrior 5. We're taking a break from Mech Warrior 5 until it gets re-released. But we will be playing Mech Warrior 5 a lot once it gets released on Steam. Alright, what's going on here? Alright, so there we go. Sun Spider. Linebacker. Ooh, that linebacker is close to being overheated. Let's see if we can put that linebacker over the red line. There we go. That linebacker will either blow itself up. Yeah. So once a month we give away a free Funko Pop. In addition, you can earn channel points towards getting a Funko Pop as well. So there's lots of ways of getting Funko Pops. How it works is, for our Funko Pop giveaway, you go on Amazon, you find a Funko Pop you like that is over less than $20, and I will take your name and address and I will ship it to you via Amazon. It's the most efficient way I know to get you
I'm on it.
a Funko Pop in a timely manner is to send it to you through Amazon.
Critical hit, Commander.
So, and you get points for participation here on the channel. So, the minimum to be entered into the Funko Pop is to simply give us a follow. But the more that you engage in chat and the more streams you follow, I actually track that on a spreadsheet. So the more you interact with our channel, the more chances you have to win a Funko Pop. So like, let's say right now we have 4,000 followers, okay? So your chance of winning a Funko Pop just by following us and doing nothing else is like 1 in 4,000, which is actually much better than the lottery, for example. But if that linebacker overheated.
Ready for orders.
If you, for example, went to a stream with us every day for 30 days, each time you go to a stream and participate, you get an extra point. So let's say you just give us a follow. That's one chance in 4,000 to win. But let's say you follow us and you show up for a stream, say 20 times. Okay? So then your chances of winning a Funko Pop is now 21 out of 4,000. And if you came to 30 streams, then it would be 31 out of 4,000. So it does really increase your chances by coming to our streams. Plus, we're great at answering questions, and we try to make this as fun as possible.
Roger that.
All right, let's finish off that linebacker. There we go.
Hostile eliminated.
All right, there goes that linebacker. I wanted a center torso kill there because I really don't want salvage on linebackers. They're not very good salvage-wise. I'd like to get salvage on anything else that we have on the field right now. The Sun Spider would be good salvage. This Night Gear would be good salvage. All right, since these enemies are all close together, this is a good opportunity to put fast cam on this whole group here. So we're going to get more fast cam on all of these mechs, which means anytime they move, they're going to lose initiative if they hit a mine, and then they're very significantly at a disadvantage. So as you can see here, that mech just hit some mines, it lost initiative, and it overheated.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Ah, Crusader. Your brother was in the military. If you have a chance, please thank him for his service. I did 7 years myself, and we have other people in our chat who have also done time in the military. So we're very pro-military here on our channel, because as somebody who spent 7 years in uniform, I know some of the sacrifices
Let's see if I'm smart
that
enough to line this up.
people have gone through every day. I was never deployed, so I'm not going to claim
Only obligated
to know what it's like to be deployed, but I did give up holidays and weekends and all that stuff to serve. So, working, 24-hour missions, things of that nature. So I definitely understand what it is to serve in the military. So thank your brother for his service.
Waiting for orders.
Anybody who's current military or prior military, give yourself a shout out in the chat and let me know about it, because I have a great deal of pride for people who have served. All right, let's see if we can overheat this Sun Spider. Oh, well, there you go, Crusader. Thank you for your service. You've got me beat by a decade, so I really appreciate your service with one of our allies. That's awesome.
Oh shit, maybe they'll shoot at me next.
So in my time, I was in the California National Guard, or a sister organization called the Cal Guard, and it's for older folks who want to participate in the military. So I was in a training unit. So technically, our MOS was transportation. However, we did a lot of training on a wide variety of things. So our primary mission was to train soldiers on all the vehicles that the U.S. Army uses. And then our secondary was to provide all kinds of other training, including range support, tactics support, field medical training, land nav training, everything of that nature. So we were very much a training unit with a focus on teaching people how to use their vehicles correctly, and also the other warrior skills that you need. So I was in a very specialized unit that way. So let's see. Yeah. So what trade? So what the California Guard is that for people who are older that still want to serve, can do so. So I did that for 7 years. I just mustered out 2 years ago. So I did that for 7 years. I mustered out as a staff sergeant, and enjoyed that time quite a bit. It really taught me a lot about leadership and responsibility. So I'm very proud of my service. And my unit in particular, in my 7 years, spent a lot of time training people. Since we're in California, we were training a lot of soldiers who ended up going over to Iraq and Afghanistan. So we would have people that we trained come back and say, "Hey, Staff Sergeant, I used that land nav training that you gave me, so it's really awesome." So, you know, it was cool. I enjoyed it quite a bit. All right, so let's see if we can get a headshot on this night gear here. No headshot.
Dealt a heavy hit there.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, so I did that for 7 years.
Location confirmed.
And then my son was getting to his teenage years, and I felt like he needed my time and attention more, which proved out to be completely correct. Since about 2 months after I quit service, I ended up being the primary,
Receiving you.
taking over primary responsibilities for my son. So I had a feeling he needed time and attention, so I put my service on hold. I'll probably go back to my service once my son is off to college. So in a couple more years, I can actually go back in and still serve in that same capacity. So I'm basically taking a 4-year break, and then I'll go back and serve again. Because the organization I was in, you can actually serve up to 65 years old. So, all targets eliminated.
Mission successful.
Mission successful. Alright, so we have just enough time to see what we could do in the mech bay with whatever we got as salvage there. Good for you, Crusader. So, what Crusader is talking about here is he provides support in the military so people can actually make the most of their time and get the best skills from their time in service, and also mustering back to civilian life. So one of the things that is really not talked about is how mustering out of the military is so different. When you go from military life to civilian life, it is a culture shock, because I'm going to take that madcap part, because when you do that, you're when you're going from civilian life to regular life, or from military life to civilian life, it is a culture shift. You go from being a member of a team back to being an individual, and it definitely is, especially people who saw combat, it's a severe change in your life that a lot of militaries don't give enough support to their soldiers as they transition from military to civilian life, because it could be a very, very big change in culture. Let's see. All right, I'm actually going to take components here. Ooh. I'm going to take these Clan Streak missiles. Oh, yes, I will. These are very hard to find, these Streak SRM-6s. So I'm going to take those, because that is very nice salvage. Ooh, wait, Ultra AC-20. Ooh, okay. I want that Ultra AC-20 to put on my Annihilator. So let's take that off, because I want this Ultra AC-20. for the Annihilator. Okay, so there we go. All right, so we got the Mad Cat, we got some Night Gear, we got some Sun Spider parts. Actually, we could put a whole Sun Spider together. That's not bad. And we got some clan components. So, very nice. Yeah, so those of you that know somebody who's going from military service to civilian service, really try to see if there's anything you can do to help them. Sometimes they just need someone to talk to. Sometimes they just need some understanding. But going from military service to civilian service is really a hard transition. Now, myself, I was just in the reserves. So during the day, during the week, I was a regular Joe civilian. But on the weekends, usually 2 weekends a month. So I was serving probably 6 days a month. So 6 days a month, I would be in uniform, and it definitely is jarring to go from being civilian to military, civilian to military. So really, we should really support our military people as they transition into the civilian world, because it can be hard. All right, so let's go to the mech bay. I've been waiting to get that Ultra Cannon 20 because I want to put that on my Annihilator here. So we're going to refit this Annihilator. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take off this Ultra Cannon 10, or this Ultra Cannon 5. We're going to take that off. I'm probably going to have to lose this heatsink. But what we can do is now we can put in 2 Clan Ultra AC-20s on this Annihilator. We're going to lose the Guardian ECM. And I'm going to have to lose another ton of something. Probably the Ultra Cannon 10 ammo. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so we're going to have 20 Ultra AC-10 shots, which means we could shoot the Ultra AC-10s 10 times. We're going to have Ultra AC-20, which we can fire both shots. Yeah, ammo is going to be a problem here. Let's see what we can do. Let's shave off some armor here. A little bit. Yeah, we're getting really thin on armor here on this Annihilator, but it's okay. Alright, so 1 ton remaining. Alright, so now what that means is I could put in another ton of Ultra AC-20. Okay, Ultra AC-20. Boom. Alright, so now I'm going to be able to fire 2 Ultra AC-10s and 2 Ultra AC-20 clans and a large laser in 1 salvo. So that's an amazing amount of firepower. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. So, yeah. So what I could do is I could take this Ultra AC-10 ammo, put it next to the Ultra AC-10 on this arm. We could take off the Ultra AC-10 clan here. I could replace it with the heaviest laser I can get. I have. So I can do an ER large laser clan. Or a heavy large laser clan. Or I could do a large pulse. Probably a large... No. To be honest, I'll do the heavy large laser. Yeah, heavy large laser here. Okay. Yeah, see, that's... But that's okay, because I can offset that a little bit by putting in double heat sinks. So let's put in a double heat sink there. That offsets it a little bit. No. See, that won't work. Now what I could do is I could do a... Let's see. I could do a light AC5. Yeah, I could do a light AC5 here. Yeah, I could do a light AC5. And then we'll put in some AC ammo. Let's see. We could do some precision ammo here. So precision AC5 ammo. And then I could put in some more AC10 ammo. Or AC20 ammo. That was a good idea. So we're going to put some more Ultra Cannon 20 ammo in. Right, so that gives me 4 tons of Ultra AC20 ammo. So that means I can fire these AC20s 10 times. Okay? And that also gives me another ton of armor that I could put back in. And it still gives me the Ultra Cannon 5 firepower. So I like this build, actually. There we go. Okay, so I think that... Alright, so let's look at the heat efficiency. So the heat efficiency here is 84 on an alpha strike of 103. But realistically, these Ultra Cannon 20s are going to jam. And the AC-10 is probably going to jam occasionally. So, given the fact that one of these cannons will probably jam every round, the heat isn't as bad as you think. So, next stream, we're going to take this thing out. So, we're going to have 2 Ultra 20 clans, an Ultra AC-10, and a light AC-5 with precision ammo. So, this should be a very powerful mech. And it still has really high durability, except for the legs. So, and this one arm, but we can live with that. So, on the next stream, so I'll be streaming this mech either tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States, or this afternoon or evening at 6:30 p.m. depending on if Bloody Doves, who develops this mod, is streaming BTA. Because I don't stream BTA at the same time he does. So stay tuned for an update. If I'm streaming BTA, we're going to be streaming this mech. So I really like this build. Plus we have the ER large laser as a backup if we run out of ammo. But if we run out of ammo on this thing, I don't want to think about what we're fighting. So, let's see. We got to rebuild the Grasshopper here. Ooh, Grasshopper really took some damage here. Ouch. Alright, I'm going to rebuild the Grasshopper off stream. So, I'll